Good morning, students. Welcome to your first class. Today we will discuss about area vector, electric flux, and Gauss theorem. Okay. So let me start from area vectors. So जो area vector क्या होता है? Small area of a surface enclosing a given volume can be represented by a vector. So we have, let us suppose that this is a small surface and this is surface S, and this is small surface ds having direction in the upward direction like this. So that ds is a small element of surface as the direction of ds is taken perpendicular to the surface. ये हमने पहले पढ़ा हुआ है कि जो उसकी surface की जो उसकी डायरेक्शन आएगी वो perpendicular to surface आती है and is directed outward. So it can be written as वेक्टर को हम रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं बच्चे एरिया वेक्टर को ds वेक्टर इज इक्वल टू ds into n cap. ds vector is equal to ds into n cap. So this is the representation of area vector. n unit vector जो इसकी डायरेक्शन बता रहा है. Now next is electric flux. Electric flux means the number of electric lines of force crossing a particular surface is known as electric flux. Electric flux linked with any surface is defined as the total number of electric lines of force pass through that surface. So कितनी number of electric lines of force cross करते हैं? So consider a surface area S. Let us suppose that this is surface area S. E is the electric field lines pass through the plane surface, and these lines are perpendicular to the surface. As we know that electric field is always perpendicular to the surface. So it can be written as the electric flux can be written as E phi is equal to E into S. So बच्चे जो phi आ रहा है phi से रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं हम इलेक्ट्रिक फ्लक्स को. इलेक्ट्रिक फ्लक्स को phi से रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे and this is equal to product of electric field into surface area. So it can be written as E into S. Now अगर बच्चे हमारे पास इस टाइप की सरफेस दी हुई है, कंसीडर सरफेस ओवर विच द इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड वेरीज, और इसमें एंगल बन रहा है आपके पास. लेट अस सपोज दैट इसका यूनिट वेक्टर ये आ रहा है. इसको हमने टू कंपोनेंट में सॉल्व कर दिया तो इसको मैं इस फॉर्म में लिख सकता हूं ई डी एस इंटू डी एस, ई कॉस थीटा इंटू डी एस, एंड इट कैन बी रिटन एज ई डॉट डी एस वेक्टर, ई वेक्टर डॉट डी एस वेक्टर. इट कैन आल्सो बी रिटन एज. ओके, सो बच्चे ये आपके पास हो गया इलेक्ट्रिक फ्लक्स. नेक्स्ट हम करेंगे गॉस थ्योरम. दिस इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. So बच्चे straight and true Gauss theorem. According to this theorem, the total electric flux over the closed surface in vacuum is 1 over epsilon naught times the total charge contained inside the surface. Gauss theorem के according आता है electric flux that is phi, and it can be written as E vector dot ds vector. This is equal to 1 over epsilon naught times the total charge, means 1 over epsilon naught into q. If q is a charge, it can be written as q upon epsilon naught. So we have to prove that phi is equal to q upon epsilon naught. So consider an isolated point charge positive q is placed at point O. Let us suppose that a point charge is placed at point O. Let surface S be a sphere of radius r. इसकी जो रेडियस आ जाती है हमारे पास, let us suppose that this is small r. Around the charge positive q. अब ये जो आपके पास सरफेस आ रही है, आपने पॉजिटिव चार्ज यहाँ पर रख दिया, तो बच्चे ये जो सरफेस आएगी दिस इज नोन एज गॉसियन सरफेस, जो चार्ज के इफेक्ट के कारण बनती है. नाउ दिस इज द डायरेक्शन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड दैट इज आउटवर्ड एंड इज परपेंडिकुलर टू द सरफेस. लेट अस कंसीडर अ स्मॉल सरफेस एलिमेंट ds. दिस इज अ स्मॉल सरफेस एलिमेंट हैविंग डायरेक्शन एंड यूनिट वेक्टर. ओके, this is a small surface element having direction and unit vector. Now the direction of electric field E is represented by r cap. The electric field intensity at point P. Electric field intensity at point P. This is the P point. Okay. At point P due to a charge positive q is, this is E vector is equal to 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught q upon r square into r cap. As we know that this is the electric field at point P. So consider small surface area ds, and which is perpendicular to the normal to the surface, which is normal to the surface. The electric flux through area element is. अब electric flux हमने calculate करना है. So this is d phi. And this is equal to E vector dot ds vector. Now if we put the value of E vector, so we have 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q upon r square r cap dot ds vector. But we know that ds vector is equal to n cap into ds. This is the area vector. Okay, so put the value. We have d phi vector is equal to 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught q over r square into r cap डॉट इसकी वैल्यू हम ये पुट करेंगे n cap into ds. Now since r vector dot n vector, this is it equal to, we can write it as 1 into 1. These are the two unit vectors. So 1 into 1 cos of 0 degree, this is equal to 1 because these are parallel to each other. So cos 0 angle आएगा and this is equal to 1. So it means product of two unit vectors is equal to 1. So this is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q upon r square into ds. Okay, now we have to find the total electric flux. अब total electric flux निकालेंगे हम. Total electric flux over the entire surface. So integrating both side, we have this. देखो d phi था, d phi this is equal to close integral of e ds vector. s लगा देंगे यहाँ पर, सरफेस इंटीग्रल शो करता है. दिस इज इक्वल टू, दिस इज अ क्लोज इंटीग्रल, साइन ऑफ क्लोज इंटीग्रल. हम ये सर्कल लगा रहे हैं बीच में, दिस इज अ साइन ऑफ क्लोज इंटीग्रल. सो हियर वी हैव 1 ओवर, इसकी वैल्यू जो हमारे पास आ रही थी, दिस इज इक्वल टू इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ 1 ओवर 4 पाई एप्सिलॉन नॉट क्यू अपॉन आर स्क्वायर इनटू ds. सो डी फाई की इंटीग्रेशन फाई आ जाएगी और दिस इज इक्वल टू ई डी एस, इसको हमने एज इट इज रहने देना है. दिस इज इक्वल टू टेकिंग क्यू आउटसाइड, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught outside, r square outside, and inside the integral we have ds. So integration of ds means this is small surface, and if we add such surfaces, अगर हम ऐसे surfaces ऐड करेंगे बच्चे, तो हमारे पास complete sphere बन जाएगा जिसकी रेडियस स्मॉल r है. And as we know that integral of ds, this is equal to 4 pi r square. This is the surface area of the sphere. So we can write it as this is equal to q upon 4 pi epsilon naught r square, and the value of ds, this is 4 pi epsilon naught r, 4 pi r square, sorry. So 4 pi r square cancel out each other. This is equal to q upon epsilon naught. So we have phi is equal to q upon epsilon naught. This is the proof of Gauss theorem. So students, this is the proof of Gauss theorem. I hope you all understand this topic. Next topic will be discussed in the next lecture. That is applications of Gauss theorem. Thank you very much.